thinking about running through, y'all, is what if we can come up with a plan together on transitioning to GA4? Here's what I've done, and I would love to hear your input and see if I'm missing anything or suggestions. So created a GA4 profile for everybody, so they're running concurrently, collecting data for both. Right, that's step one. This week, Google released the conversion importer. Did you hear about this? There's a wizard in GA4 that will allow you to import your leads from Universal into GA4. Your goals, I should say, your goals.
Yeah.
Conversions. So I've been working through that with my clients and found some limitations and some problems, but it's.
I'm shocked. A problem.
Well, yeah, right. Are we shocked? Well, but my goal is July 1, have all goals and traffic in GA4. So when it gets graveyarded a year later, I'll have a year's worth of historical data to compare against.
All goals and what did you say?
Sorry?
Have all goals and
traffic and goals?
Traffic and goals, because that's mostly what I'm interested in is traffic and goals. And then, and once I have that set up, then I can go and start working on the dashboards and the reports in the new system. Because we'll still be able to use the universal reports for a year after the first. So that's my plan. Am I overlooking anything?
No, you said that you had already tried to import some goals on one account. Is that what you said?
Oh,
on all of your accounts. Okay. So I guess my question, I haven't seen that or to see how it works. Is that something like if it messes up, you just go in there in GA4 and adjust whatever you need to?
So the way conversion tracking works in GA4 is significantly different than Universal. And I don't have the vocabulary down yet to describe it.
Okay.
But GA4 is event-based measurement, not page view based measurement. So an event in GA4 will track all this cool stuff that Universal doesn't. An event is any interaction with the site, a click, a scroll on the page, a new page opened. These are all events. Other things are all clicked by default, but it's event-based tracking. So you can tell Google Analytics 4, hey, you see when this goal gets executed in Universal, I want you to consider that a goal or a conversion in GA4, and we'll basically tell GA4 when you expect that, when you see this event that looks like what we're seeing in Universal, consider that a goal or a conversion. So let me find the article. I put the article on Twitter's. It's
Just there.
It's also in, I think it might have been in the email from today. Oh, it's my pocket. Here we go. Sharing in the chat. looking for a chat. There's chat. So this shows you the wizard to get to how to import the goal. So let's say we're all good users of analytics and we have created goals for all of our clients, right? If the goals are destination goals, because we create a new landing page when we submit a form, for instance, or we have the checkout complete page in a shopping cart considered a goal or a conversion, then your GA4 can automatically start counting that as conversion.
Automatically.
Well, once you use the wizard.
Okay.
You have to use the wizard. Where it doesn't seem to be working is events. But that's because, from what I understand, the event data is being sent using the Universal Analytics tracking code, not the GA4 tracking code.
Mm-hmm.
So CallRail, for instance, cannot be tracked in GA4 until CallRail updates their tracking code.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Other phone call tracking systems, if you are tracking like click events, then you can't use this wizard, although you can set up click event tracking already in GA4 without the wizard. And a while back, I added a process in Curious Ants on how to track conversions in GA4 because I found the documentation very confusing, so I wrote my own. So if that helps you, if you just want to do it without the wizard.
Okay.
But that's my thinking, and I wanted to hear from you guys. Do you think I'm missing anything, or?
I honestly am not sure because I just told GA4, it's installed and tracking, but other than that, I haven't gotten to the goals and anything.
Right. Well, you see why I want to do all the goals and make sure they're tracking properly by the 1st of July.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Because then we'll have a full year's worth.
Yeah.
It's also a good opportunity to go through the goals in Universal and even see if I'm, like I noticed one client, I'm trying to track goals that I'm not even using anymore. So I clean those up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so once I get that, then I'm going to start with the reports, but I don't need to do the reports until,
Yeah. Okay.
But that's been on my brain lately. I'm anxious about that.
I am too.
Is this something unforeseeable in like contractually, that the contractual agreement that you have with your clients that would be a cause for like spending the media budget on this, or how do you handle that with clients?
Well, with the way I do media budget, if it's something I think that they need in order to have a successful campaign, I will spend the media budget for it. And this would be a fundamental thing in my book. We got to know if it's working.
Mm-hmm.
So I would spend money. I don't think it needs to have money spent because GA4 is free. It just takes my time to set this up.
Yeah. And so I think that's what I mean. It's like your time, like, are you billing for your time or compensating for that? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm not. This is just, and I'd consider this normal wear and tear, right? Google Analytics things break every once in a while and weird things happen. And I would take time to out of that to make sure the client's tracking accurately. Yeah. It's kind of like, the whole Curious Ants process. Every 6 months, look at your Google Analytics and just make sure nothing's weird.
Yeah.
As things go wrong, clients screw up websites. It's kind of like the story a couple of weeks ago where a client was not getting leads for 3 months, even though,